Sri Krishna says, what is Satvik Tyaag? Karyamityeva yah karma niyate kuruter jana sangam tyaktva phalam chaiva satyaga satviko mataha. Arjun, one who continues doing the duties and rejects attachment from inside, gives up inner attachment. That I consider Satvik Tyaag. So that is the karma that he is talking about, where you have given up attachment from inside. Of course, there is a fourth category as well. That is karma sannyas. So the karma sannyas is the renunciant, the monk. That is taken under the guidance of the Guru, who knows the path and who knows our sanskars. And the true motivation for true vairagya, when the Seva Bhav develops, the desire to serve, and the desire to serve has become so intense that the worldly works are now becoming an impediment. We don't have enough time, enough energy left to serve. And motivated by the desire to serve, when you leave the world, that vairagya will be stable. That will be karma sannyas. And until then, we should try to focus on karma yoga. So Sri Krishna says, practice this much, giving up attachment to the fruits. So what is the proof that we have given up attachment to the fruits? The proof is that when things don't work out the way we want, we are not disturbed. That is the proof. If we become disturbed, that means we were attached. So in India, about 20 years ago, we used to preach. So the model we would follow there was that we go into a new town, fix some ground out there, and then my team of boys would go. They would fill the whole town with posters, hoardings, banners, leaflets, and put a tent, hoping that we will get 4,000 or 5,000 people. And sometimes it would work. Sometimes it would not work. Sometimes you just have 200 people there. So my chief organizer, he was a young boy, 20-year-old. Now when it would not work, I used to go on the first day of the pravachan. They would go 5 days in advance to set it all up. And when it would not work, he would start crying. I find it so odd, a young boy crying like this. So why are you crying? The pravachan failed. If you are so disturbed, then you're not doing it for God. You're doing it for your own sake. And if you are doing it for God, then what is the reason to be disturbed? Maybe He didn't want it. Whatever it is, we put in our best efforts, that's what God says. Kripaluji Maharaj said, look, this preaching is not an easy job. So if you have only 8 people who are coming to listen to you, just think that they are the Mahasakhis of Radharani. You are lecturing to the Mahasakhis. If there are even less, be happy. The first time I started preaching, I didn't know the mechanics of it. So 150 leaflets got printed and it was fixed in one temple. And I went and gave the leaflets to the pujari, that you distribute them to the darshanarthis who came. Now the pujari probably, he did not, either he threw them away or he used them as toilet paper. But whatever it was, when I came for the lecture, there were 7 people. And Kripaluji Maharaj said, if there are 8 people, you think they are the Mahasakhis. And here there were only 7 people. So I said, nevertheless, I am the 8th person. I closed my eyes and started speaking. And when I opened my eyes, there was only one person. So I closed my eyes, because if I keep my eyes open, I may forget what I am supposed to speak. So to keep my focus. But I opened my eyes after 1.5 hours. I did not used to do a kirtan in between. So when I opened my eyes, there was only one person. I asked him, where have all the others gone? He said, Swamiji, you were so boring. They had to leave. They are not detached. So I said, why did you not go? He said, that sheet on which you are sitting is my sheet. You get up, then I will go. So, the results will be of all kinds in the world. Sometimes a lot of success, sometimes a lot of failure, sometimes nothing. Now, if you can remain normal through all of this, that is the victory. To remain normal in success is no big deal. Society is teaching us how to be successful, but they should teach us how to handle failure. Because failure is far more common than success. Anybody who succeeds actually fails 10 times before reaching that success. And they are not taught how to handle failure. That's why I've had children of our devotees, our satsangis, entered college, had a little failure, committed suicide. People are shocked. What is happening? Because the training is not given. But if you are detached, it doesn't matter. Did you try your best? Well, I could have tried better. Then focus on trying better next time. Never mind the results. So Sri Krishna says that such wise people who have given up attachment to the fruits, the externals are less important to them. They do need the external to eat and drink, but it doesn't matter whether somebody is praising or criticizing, whether they are receiving accolades or brickbats, whether it is hot or whether it is cold, and all these things, they become impervious to the external circumstances. And that victory over the self is what is spiritual growth. Internals.